Hello and welcome to the next webinar in 12D Synergy's training webinar series. My name is Lisa Stewart and I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at 12D Solutions. 12D's training webinars showcase common industry challenges, taking a close look at industry best practices and how these can be implemented using 12D products. The aim of these webinars is to upskill 12D users and broaden their understanding of the capabilities of 12D products. We run these webinars regularly and record them for posting through our websites and on YouTube. The previous webinars from this training series, as well as the webinars from our Industry Solutions series, are all available on our YouTube channels if you missed those. During this presentation, you'll be able to type your questions along the way, as shown on the screen, and we'll answer as many as possible throughout the webinar. At the end, I'll forward your questions to the presenter for his insights. Today's webinar, How to Manage CAD Data in 12D Synergy, will be presented by Tim Brooks, who has been with 12D Solutions for 5 years as the 12D Model and 12D Synergy Training Manager. Tim coordinates and writes 12D Model training manuals and writes the 12D Synergy training manuals. A civil designer with 20 years of experience in the civil industry both around Australia and in the UAE, Tim has worked on a variety of civil projects including motorways, highways, local roads, industrial and subdivision estates, car parks and rail projects. Today Tim will teach you how to improve and fast-track the management of your CAD data with 12D Synergy 4's new CAD management features. In this webinar you'll learn the fundamentals of managing drawings and references in 12D Synergy, the ins and outs of 12D Synergy's reference tracking, how to edit and update CAD attributes with 12D Synergy's drawing register, layout editor and bulk attribute editor, an overview of 12D Synergy's plugins and integrations for AutoCAD, BricsCAD and Civil 3D, including Sheetset Manager, and many other helpful tips and tricks to organizing, managing and working on your drawings. Over to you, Tim.
When you install the 12D Synergy client, you'll be asked to install plugins. Some of these, you can install these for BricsCAD, AutoCAD, and these will allow you to work with Civil 3D and the other items listed below here. 12D Synergy will manage your drawings and your references. We can do things like create a new file from a DWT or a DWG. You can add your drawings either through browsing to them or using the drag and drop method. 12D Synergy allows for the full history of your drawings, so that's version control and the ability to have rollback as well. Also with your CAD drawings, we have property options like the reference tree or the graph, which shows you what's referenced into your drawings. A good visual management system. 12D Synergy can also update your CAD attributes in your drawings, and there are a number of ways you can do this. You can edit and update your CAD attributes via a spreadsheet. You can use the 12D Synergy Layout Editor or the 12D Synergy Bulk Attribute Editor. These can push updates from 12D Synergy to your DWGs. For the register method, your CAD attributes can be managed in a spreadsheet, and then we have Synergy will do what's called a server-side updating of your CAD attributes, and this will push the attributes without opening the drawing file. This is something that AutoCAD still hasn't managed to do yet. For the layout editor, this inputs your layouts from the DWG files and brings the CAD attributes in for editing. So you can edit your CAD attributes in 12D Synergy, and then you can push your updates to the DWG. However, this method also allows you to edit the CAD attributes in the drawings and then push the updates back to 12D Synergy, something the spreadsheet version can't do. The 12D Synergy bulk attribute editor is very similar to the layout editor, except this allows for the mass editing of CAD attributes in 12D Synergy. So this is across multiple drawings as well. And again, you can push your updates to the DWG, and likewise from the DWG back to 12D Synergy. When it comes to the CAD plugins for AutoCAD, and I'll show you this here as I'll be demonstrating in BricsCAD. So this is what the AutoCAD toolbar, ribbon, and menu will look like. Again, 12D Synergy will manage your drawings, and this includes you can open your drawings from CAD without having to open the 12D Synergy client. You can insert your blocks, you can attach and edit and manage your XREFs as well, or references. And these include things like your drawings, images, and PDFs. And of course, it'll manage and update your attributes. In AutoCAD, you have the sheet set tools. So we got automatic updating when the .dst file changes on the server. 12D Synergy will check out and check in the files in the sheet set. For Civil 3D, data shortcuts work. 12D Synergy will automatically download the latest data shortcuts as required. Alright, so let's go and have a look at this. First thing we're going to have a look at here is creating a new DWG file. So pick your folder, come up and select New File. I've got automatic browsing to my library, so I just head down to where my CAD templates are located. I can name the drawing up the top here. However, on this folder I have a 12D Synergy naming rule. So I'm just going to pick the template and hit create. Again, I've got the option to create a DWG or a DWT. And then my naming rule is going to kick in now. So my Synergy administrator has created some attributes here. One of them is a drop down list of CAD types. So I might want to create a general arrangement. And I'm using the free text attribute here to number the drawing. So I'll make it number 10. And then I'll hit set. It's going to be a new file for my history. And also on this folder, we have a file attribute here, and this is for issuing. So this is issue revision. Well, it hasn't been issued yet, so I'm going to use the dash. Hit set on that one, and 12D Synergy will now go ahead and create my new drawing with the naming rule and attributes in place. Because it's a CAD drawing, Synergy is going to ask, do I want to import the layout attributes? This is a new drawing. I don't actually have any CAD attributes in it yet, so I'm going to say no. And of course, Synergy will also then ask you what you want to do with the drawing. I'm going to open and check it out, so I'm going to hit the edit. It's going to open my CAD package, which is BricsCAD in this case. And in BricsCAD, we just have the toolbar. So there it is there, 12D Synergy toolbar. In model space, so I'm going to show you how to attach some references. So come along the toolbar, and we want the attach reference. And this is how you'll attach your XREFs now in AutoCAD or BricsCAD, is use the Synergy command rather than the standard XREF command. So press on that one. You can see there I've got choices. I want to attach XREFs, and then I'm just going to browse to my XREF folder, and I can also attach multiple XREFs at once. So here I'm going to choose the control, I also want the design and the survey XREFs. So select those three. A 12D Synergy will give me the option to handle each XREF separately. But in this case, because they're all going to be inserted at the same location, same scale factor and rotation, I can do them all at once. Okay, so it brings up this panel. They're all going to be inserted at 0, 0. I want them all inserted at scale 1:1 and no rotation. And I'm also going to overlay them instead of attach them. Then select the attach button, and that'll insert my XREFs for me. So if I just do a zoom extents here, there we go, my XREFs now brought into this DWG. Flick back to the layout space. Likewise, you can insert a block using 12D Synergy. So come up here and use the insert block command. Again, I'm just going to browse to my block folder, pick whichever block you want to insert, and hit select. Pick where you want to insert it, and just enter for the scale and rotations. And there you go, block inserted. Alright, so I'm going to save this drawing now, and I'm going to check it back in to 12D Synergy, and I'm going to do that via the toolbar. So up here, a couple options. We've got the checkout, we've got the check-in, which will fully check the drawing into 12D Synergy. You've got upload, so you can upload a new drawing to a Synergy location. This will also can be used in this case to check the drawing in, but it will leave the drawing checked out so you can keep editing it. And of course you've got a cancel checkout. I'm going to fully check it in. So I'm going to hit the check-in button. I can give it a manual description this time. So I'm going to say XREFs inserted. We'll say XREFs and block inserted, and then hit submit. And there we go. So you can see up the top here now the drawing is in read only. Okay, if I wanted to edit again I would have to check it out. I'm going to close Bricks CAD down. There's our drawing. From here we can come down to the properties area, we can go to the reference tab, and you can see in the tree view our drawing with all the XREFs in it. Okay, you'll also notice that there's a cadastral drawing. It's a different color, it's in black, not green. And you'll note if we expand the survey here that it has been nested into the survey XREF. So that's one way to view it. Probably a nicer way is via the graph instead. So you can see your drawing at the bottom here. You can see all your references that are now in that drawing. In this case you can see these middle three XREFs with the dashed line indicates they are overlaid, and the solid line between the cadastral and the survey indicating that the cadastral drawing is nested into the survey drawing. So it's a nice way to look at what's included in your drawings, how to manage those. Alright, I'm going to show you how to update your CAD attributes using 12D Synergy for your drawings. The first method we're going to look at is using a spreadsheet. So for this one, I'm going to come and pick an Excel spreadsheet. Now it can be a standard Excel spreadsheet. It could also be a macro enabled spreadsheet. Okay, so we're going to open one of those, check it out. For those of you that have used spreadsheets to update your drawings previously, this works very much the same. You need a column with your drawing names in it, and across the top you obviously need your CAD attribute names. Okay, so you can just come into this and edit what you need. So maybe I'll pick the second GA here and we'll edit the title to Bob. Okay, so I'm just going to save this spreadsheet now and close it, and we're going to check it back in. So here we'll go title updated and submit those changes. Now to make sure your drawings update, go to where your drawings are. You'll note I've got one checked out here. If a drawing has been edited by somebody else, it cannot be updated, so we're going to check that back in. Come back to where your Excel register is, right click on it, come down to Other, and at the bottom of that one is Update CAD Attributes. So we pick that. This will give you the option to either update a single file or an entire folder. Okay, so I'm going to do an entire folder, and I'm going to go pick that folder where my drawings are located. Hit select. That'll go through now and push the updates down to those DWGs. If a drawing is updated, it obviously can't do it. It will indicate that it has failed. Okay, but in this case, you can see 8 drawings up. Okay, none of them failed. Okay, so close that. We come and have a look at that drawing now. It was the second GA, so we're going to open that one. I'll just open it view only, so we're not going to make any changes. And you'll see the title block has been updated with Bob. Okay. Alright. The next method to update CAD layouts is using the layout editor. Now if you pick your drawing and come down to the Layouts tab, you can see in this case the layouts have already been brought in. This is done by picking on the drawing, then right clicking on it, coming down to the CAD menu and selecting Import Layouts. So it imports all the layouts and any CAD attributes that are in those layouts. Okay. So to edit them from here, again, you must check your drawing out first. So you can edit it. You can then just come down, choose which drawing you want to edit. So maybe I'll go to the second layout, and we'll change this one to Fred. Okay. I don't have to do anything else. That's already now updated it inside the drawing. So to go and have a look at that, we'll just double click to open the drawing. We'll come down to the second layout tab, and you can see the title block has been updated to Fred. So unlike the spreadsheet, however, we can change attributes here. So if I come to the next layout, and I'll change this title, and we'll change the value here to Roger. Okay, save those changes, come to our toolbar, and second button from the end is push block attributes. So we press that one, and that's now going to send the changes back to 12D Synergy. Okay. So again, I'm going to close the drawing down here. There's a setting there, so yes, I'll check it back in. Let's just do daily check-in. Okay, and you can see that Roger has been pushed back to 12D Synergy. So it works very well. The third option, of course, is the 12D Synergy bulk file attribute editor. So again, if you pick on your drawings, have a look at the layout tabs. In this case, these drawings have not been imported yet, so I'm going to select both of them, right click on them, come down to CAD and select Import Layouts. Okay, that doesn't take long, and it'll import the layout values for those. Now the benefit of bulk file attribute editor over the layout editor is that you can edit more than one drawing and multiple layouts all at once. Again, just make sure you have the drawings checked out. Then you can select the drawings you wish to edit, right click on them, and the bulk file attribute editor lies under operations. So we go and select that one, and it'll pop up this panel. Now to start with, it just gives you the name of the drawings and any synergy attributes, which you can also update at once. But we just come down the bottom and select the Show CAD Layouts. Okay, and if we expand this a bit, we can see all our CAD attributes now imported as well. So again, if we come to one of our drawings, let's go this one, layout 1, and we'll change this one, this title as well. Make it Harry, and again that's already changed. We can close our bulk file attribute editor, and if we went and opened up that drawing, and pick our layout 1, we'll see our title block shows those changes. Okay, so a few different ways to update your title blocks there. You just pick whichever method you think might suit you best. Right. A couple other features while we're here. If you're someone that likes to open your drawings through the CAD package instead of through the 12D Synergy client, you can do that. Just come up to the toolbar, click on the Open button. First time you do it, it'll ask for a job location, so pick your job, and then you can browse to your folder and select the drawing you wish to open. Okay, so there's my drawing. Also on the toolbar you have a Save As command. Next to that is the CAD settings. Okay, we'll come back to these shortly. You've seen all the check in and check out buttons. You've also seen the insert block and attach xref commands. 12D Synergy also has an edit reference button, but perhaps even better than that one is the reference manager. So we can pick on that one, and I can choose whichever xref I want to open in that drawing from there then. So if I pick one of those, I can go open. It'll prompt me to check it out. I can then close that one, and I can then go and make any edits I want to that. Okay. Okay, save that one, and we'll go and check it back in. Alright, that probably brings me back to these drawings. You can do refresh references, and also allows for the settings to kick in. So these ones check updates, so whenever it's back on the server, after a minute it'll update the xrefs for me. When I open drawings, if I haven't checked them out first, I can do prompt to check out the drawings. You also have the option to prompt out the xrefs when you open a drawing. At the moment I've got that one turned off, so I prefer to do that manually. And also when you close a drawing, if it's not checked back in, 12D Synergy can also prompt you to check it back in. Okay. Seen there the get all references, so that'll just update anything from the server side. You've got inserting 12D Synergy attributes and also refreshing those attributes. You've seen the push block attributes, and the last one there is if you're inside a drawing and it's been updated or managed by a spreadsheet, you can get the updates from the spreadsheet there as well. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the CAD integration training. We don't affect any of your customization at the moment. You can leave that where it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. I hope you all found that very helpful. All the CAD features showcased by Tim today are included in 12D Synergy's Advanced Data Management module. In this module, you also get all the features in both the Email Management and Document Management modules. If you aren't already using 12D Synergy's CAD management features and would like a personalized demo to see it in action for yourself, simply type in "demo" as a question, as shown on the screen, and we'll get in contact to arrange that for you. The recording of this webinar will be available in coming days through our website and our YouTube channels. We have more 12D Synergy training resources freely available on our 12D Synergy channel, including a new 7-part 12D Synergy 4 training series. We'll send a link to these resources in the webinar follow-up email so you can check them out. We've got some exciting webinar topics coming up in 2019 in both our webinar series, so keep an eye on our emails and social media for details. That concludes our presentation for today. Thank you all for attending, and we hope to see you at future webinars.